It's Week 8 of the NFL, and it's brought to you by EA Sports.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Josh Allen coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. How about the defense there and try to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Stroud now on 4th down. Steps away to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Texans first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And defensively here, it's hard to overlook the fact that this is an offense that's dead last in the NFL in rushing. So this back 7's going to be tested. Heck, might be more of a back 8. No doubt about that. And they surrender the catch here and the first down.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now. Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now Kaimi Fairbairn out for the field goal try for the Texans. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Robinson with another carry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Texans at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance, get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback, because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Will Anderson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Allen to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Allen going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable here from the 38. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Now, their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 6 yards and they do convert on third. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and a couple. On the draw, Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Check it.
Stroud out of the gun here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking what's going on here. 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get it back in form.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete to Shakir. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Allen to throw once more. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
They'll let this go deep for Collins.
And that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Stroud sets up the play action.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This time they stay on the ground.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. That is caught. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good 1st half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the 1st half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the 1st half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have the control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try to win this ball game.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Got his man, Dell.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, He's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack and to stop him short of the first.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Now Stroud.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Throwing on first down is Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Bills.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 50-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
From midfield, here's Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Allen.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. A disappointing end to that drive, making it to the red zone, but they'll again, CD, wind up with nothing.
And nothing, that's been the key word because they've had drives throughout that have finished off with nothing. Can't finish off a drive to save their lives in this game. And this one winds up again, giving them, dare I say it, nothing.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try to keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Outright to Smith-Njigba.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the give, here's Robinson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal? That'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
C.J. Stroud
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Well, we lasted all the way to the fourth quarter without a touchdown being on the board, but here a key one to extend the lead.
Definitely, and I really doubt, though, that that's going to open the floodgates. What do you think, partner?
No, not the way that we've seen these defenses play.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They've been rock solid, but we had to know that sooner or later, someone had to surrender a touchdown, and it happened right there.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The intended target there was Gabriel Davis,
but it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
1st down, Bills.
Now Allen. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And this is Cook with the ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Allen's throw is complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing now is Allen.
That pass is caught by Hardy.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now Allen. Got to have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
101 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
Again, it's Robinson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the run, it's Robinson.
Still going.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To the air, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On first down, Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now Allen again.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Allen now looks to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for Houston, they fall a game under 500 now at